Now you might be looking at this car and think, yeah, it looks like a cool racer custom with a fan-made fictional sponsor. All right, yeah, cool, bring it on. But no, today, guys, we are going to be deep diving into the abyss of Cars video game lore, because this is not just a fictional sponsor. This has appeared in some sort of Cars media. I'll let you guys kind of think about it. Maybe it's going to come back to you. Maybe you have no idea whatsoever. Me, for example, I have not played the Cars video games from that era. I'm talking late 2000s, in a decade plus. So while investigating and researching for this video, I got to relive a lot of what went down in the video games, the storylines, the characters, the intricacies, the ins and outs, and it was quite a blast. So I can't wait to share that all with you here momentarily. But first, this Motorco racer, Chris Roaderson, was done by Shane Cooper. If you'd like something from him yourself, you can always inquire with the contact info I leave in the description below. He was named and designed by Andre Costello, who must be quite the video game fan himself, because he was knowledgeable enough and interested enough in Motorco to design a whole racer about it. He also did, I believe, like a Lightyear stock car and some of the other interesting companies in the Cars universe, like maybe an all-in-all racer as well. I'm not entirely sure, but he took some of those and made them into actual racers if they were to sponsor a Piston Cup racer. And yeah, this is if Motorco sponsored a Piston Cup racer in Cars 3. Now, what is Motorco exactly, you ask? It is a company, a factory, that is, in the Cars Race-O-Rama video game from about 2009, so a very long time ago, 15 years ago. Happy 15th anniversary to that video game. Now you might be thinking, all right, yeah, some cool background factory, I guess, probably manufactures car parts. Nothing cynical, I would imagine. Well, yes, it is. Yeah, it's cynical, it's diabolical, even sinister, because let me tell you what this factory does. They welcome on in test subject racers. In this instance, in the video game, they were Chick Hicks's racing students, right? Doc Hudson and Chick Hicks had racing academies in which students would race for them, and then in the races that you competed into as a player. And yeah, oh man, Lord have mercy on the racers that signed up for Chick Hicks's academy, because they all went into this factory with the hopes of becoming a better, enhanced racer, and they popped out as VINs. Now, what is a VIN? Well, VIN stands for Vehicle Identification Number, and that is the name given to all of the converted Chick Hicks students that now look like these boring, bland, white stock cars with a barcode on them, because literally that's what the factory made them into. It's hilarious. It's crazy. It gives you the chills. And yeah, Chris Roaderson here is representing that company on the track. Crazy stuff, guys. There's the lore. And you know what? I am very interested in getting a VIN custom soon. It would be quite easy. It would be one of the easiest customs you can imagine. Just a white, probably a Nitro-Aid model stock car, slap a barcode on it, and you're good to go. I'd probably use a Cal Weathers model at this point. Not quite sure. I'd have to look into that more. But yeah, so cool. There's so much lore behind the video games, and man, it sent me down quite the rabbit hole. I got into like the Cars 2 DS game. I mean, let me just say like 3 words. Tweed Finn McMissile. Tweed Finn McMissile. That's all I'm gonna say. Look it up. Tweed. Yeah, Tweed. So thank you, Andre Costello, for sending me down this rabbit hole in which I got to learn and relive a lot of the video game lore, because there is so much to it. And today, yeah, let's continue on with this custom review here of Mr. Roaderson. Hopefully Mr. Roaderson didn't go through the factory himself, but I would not put it past them that this guy might be some sort of AI bot and not much of a real racer with much of a personality. But yeah, it kind of has like the eyeliner or the eyelids of a female racer, but looks really good, very lively, and it is on this white base, so the teeth just kind of blend right into it. You can see the Motorco logo right there with a big old shadow that is cast toward this way. It looks really good though. I like it. Nice green and black. You have the Lightyear text on the fenders there. Now, the wheels are painted kind of this like dark teal metallic. It's a weird color in my opinion. It doesn't really match the green on the Motorco design here, but it still looks good, and it kind of reminds me of like Paunchy Wipeout from Cars 3, where his wheels are yellow and they don't match at all, but actually adds quite a bit of a contrast to the racer. And yeah, so I think that looks good. You have his contingency sponsors there, which are exactly the same as all of the Cars 3 Piston Cup stock cars. You can see here on Bobby Road Testa, so that will be Piston Cup, Vitally, Revolting, RPM, Nitrate, Octane Gain, and Clutch Aid. He is number 9 for the year that Race-O-Rama, the video game, came out, 2009. I'm pretty sure that's why he did 9. And you have a bunch of gears in the back here, kind of all melded together, interwoven. Looks really good, actually. It's a great design for Motorco, a factory that, you know, we don't have to go over again. You guys already know, right? There's only, you don't have to say it one time because it was chilling down the spine. You have the 9 there on the roof in gray, looking good. You have a smaller Motorco logo off toward the back here. Very nice. And then, whoa, that got really blurry there. And there you have it again. You also have a 9 in the corner here. There is your gas cap. And yeah, the gears are just kind of laced all around the bottom half of this vehicle. Looks really good. It contrasts nicely with the white on the top. It's honestly a super creative design. I really do like it. Take a look here at the base. Not really sure what exact Piston Cup racer Shane used. He made this one a long time ago. It wasn't one that I commissioned him to do, like the jet black snot rod, the French flag roll, etc. It's just one that he had available when I actually bought those, and I added it to the list. But whatever it was made on the 25th day of the M year, which I want to say was 2020, but I really am not sure about that. It could have been, 1 year before or after. You can see he used some sort of epoxy to seal the car back up again after he had to remove the rivets, which is Shane Cooper's style. Yeah, it looks really, really cool. Just got to bring in my jet black snot rod for a second. Poor guy's been getting a little bit dusty where I have him right now. I'm actually in the process of installing a new plastic case to display a bunch of cars, but in the meantime, some of them have had to live out in the elements here on my table, and unfortunately some dust gets on them, and it's really visible on jet black snot rod because he's a darker color. So yeah, I do want to compare this guy to a couple other stock cars that have been customized here. It's kind of a family, like they're all a part of a family. The stock car, the customized stock cars, expanding the Cars universe, there aren't anything too wild out there. Yeah, these all could very much so have existed at some point in the Cars canon, like a Taco Mint stock car in between Greg Candyman and whatever the next gen would have been, which is also would have been fictional because the NASCAR line from Mattel did not give us one, unfortunately. Really, really thought they would have, but it never happened. So yeah, this one was done by Jim Scavenger. I reviewed a while ago. Shane Cooper did this Igniter stock car that I reviewed like a year and a half ago now. Probably my favorite of the bunch here, just with the expression and the nice simplistic design you have on that. Texas T stock car here. This one was done by Jim Scavenger. Also reviewed quite a while ago. Here's one I just reviewed by Darrow Design. You have Corrosion Seal from the Cars original teaser trailer, 2005. So that one's really cool. That was a really popular video, so I appreciate that, guys. I also have some custom next gens that I have yet to review, but will be reviewed soon on the channel. A long time in the making. I had this Sun Powder next gen on my schedule literally years ago. I think I had on my schedule, my video schedule, in like June of 2020 maybe, and it's gotten postponed, and it'll finally get reviewed, guys. Don't worry, do not worry at all. And then also I will be reviewing this Castrol next gen as well. That's a real sponsor, like a real company. Sun Powder is fictional, but yeah. Oh, what the hell? Let's show Emma here, I believe this is. I don't know why I'm kind of blanking on their name. I'm pretty sure it's Emma, but yeah, I don't think they appeared in the same video game. This was from Mater National, she was, and Motorco was from the following game, Mater National, following game, Race-O-Rama. So yeah, again, the video games are awesome. I really wish somebody, Disney or Tommy Mattel, actually made some cars from it, it would have been sick. It would have been absolutely incredible if they did. I think they would have sold very well. I think the video games would have gotten more sales because of it. It would have been a win-win all around, but they never were able to come to any sort of agreement, I guess. I would expect somebody tried because it's too easy not to. I mean, a lot of merchandise is made from video games. I mean, it's not, oh my God, completely uncommon. Now, I would say it's less common when it starts as a movie and then a video game is made about it, because all the merchandise is kind of based off of the movie, including the video game. So there would have to be then like a kind of secondary tier to it where merchandise is made off of the video game based on the movie. But you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's not crazily uncommon, but it just never happened for Disney cars for any of the video games. And that's why customizers exist. You guys know I love my video game customs. I've been trying to get as many done as possible over the last few years, and we've made quite the dent. And this one will fall into that category for me, even though it did not appear in the video game. There was like a Motor Co. Pity as well. Hopefully I showed that at some point during the video. But as per usual, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all the people who collaborate on this racer to bring it to life. I hope you guys in specific enjoyed seeing it on the channel here. So hopefully more people, are aware of it now, and it just gets some publicity that it deserves. Okay, guys, bye now.